Hi class, welcome to this screencast on performing research and writing in APA format. So I'm going to go over three things with you. First, how to use Turnitin.com. Second, how to do APA format. And third, how to perform research using good websites and CJ's databases. So I really encourage you to stop this video as I go along because I'm going to be showing you a lot of information and do these actions as I do them. So go into Turnitin.com as I do it, open up a Word document as I show you how to format your Word document, and so on. So first, this is the information you need for Turnitin.com. So pause, write down the class ID, and write down the enrollment password, which is Darwin. So we're just going to go to Turnitin.com, which is right here. We're going to go to Create Account. And I'm just going to put in, let's see if I can put in my home information. I'm going to click Student. Class ID, well, I just showed you that. The class ID is right here. Enrollment password is Darwin. Put in my information, if I can spell it right. And email address. Now, use your CJ email address. However, if your CJ email address does not work, that just means that somebody else in the past has used that email address and you're going to have to use another one. So just use your home email or maybe a parent's email. Okay, we are all over 13. I agree. All right, and so here is the class, Honors Biology 2011-2012. The instructor, that is me. My maiden name was Reber, and it still says my maiden name. I don't know why. But so this is the class. So we're going to go ahead, click on it. We're going to enter the class, and we're going to see our assignment, Evolution Research Paper. And so if I have written my paper and I want to go and I want to submit it, I simply click Submit, and I type in my title. I cut and paste my paper if I want to do it that way, or I think the best way to do it is probably just to do a single file upload. So put your title in, browse your computer for where your paper is, and then press upload. So that's Turnitin.com, fairly easy. Now let's take a look at APA formatting. The best advice I have for you is to use this OWL Purdue website. On Eagles Biology, I have also posted many documents that are going to help you as you troubleshoot APA formatting. So let me show you on Eagles Biology where to find that. So on Eagles Biology, underneath Evolution Research Paper, I have APA Formatting 101. So here is the Purdue website. So let's go ahead and take a look at this OWL Purdue website. Over here on the left, you see every formatting issue you will ever have. In-text citations, how to do that, how to do the reference list, all different rules, authors, articles, books, electronic sources, everything is here. And then just the general format for what we expect in an APA format. The other thing here was we have a sample APA paper. So this is just going to be really good, showing you the running head on page 1. Notice on page 2 there is no words that say running head. And so this is just nice because it tells you off on the side here just little details that you need to always be aware of when you're writing an APA. And I'll help you with that in a little bit. We're going to set up a Word document in APA. And then most common APA mistakes. This is a handout you'll get in class as well. And so just this, in my years of teaching, these are the 11 things that I most commonly see done wrong, and you will get points off. So take a look at this. After you've written your paper, go through these 11 things and make sure that you haven't done any of these most common APA mistakes. Okay, so let's take a look, and right now I want to set up your Word document. So let's go ahead and open up a Word document. And what I'm going to do is, this is my title page, and so in APA you always need a title page, and so the title page needs to, well, you know what, let's go look at AWL or OWL. Okay, so a title page, you need to have running head, title of your paper, you need to have the title of your paper, and you need to have your name and your institution. So this is what your title page should look like. So I'm going to show you how to set up this title page. So let's go back to our Word document. We're going to double click in the header. Now we're going to type the words running head. Notice that that H is a lowercase. And so this is my sample APA paper. So lowercase h, and then the sample APA paper is all in capital letters. Now, up here on the design tab, okay, there's this little design tab up here. We want to click different first page. And that might erase what we've just written. That's okay. We can go ahead and we can type it again. Sample APA paper. Now we have to put in our page number. And so that's over here, top left, page number, top of page. And we want to do plain number 3. And again, that might delete what you had just written. There's some troubleshooting here. So let's go ahead and retype sample APA paper. Okay, so that's our header. Now we're going to click back into the body. We're going to center it, and we're going to press enter until we get to about the center. And again, just like this sample paper has here, we're going to have the title, we're going to have the name, and the institution. So sample APA paper, double spaced, Amanda Uten, your name, and then Chaminade Julian High School is the institution. Okay, so you can see, whoops, I did that wrong, didn't I? So we don't want to have this be all caps. So sample APA paper, double spaced, Amanda Uten, and then the institution, Chaminade Julian High School. All right, so that's our title page. That looks excellent. Now the next page, the second page, is normally an abstract. For this research paper, you do not have to have an abstract. So we're going to go ahead and skip that. And we're going to go ahead and go to our page 2. Okay. So now on this sample paper, it says that it's page 3 simply because they had an abstract as their page 2. But again, you do not have to have an abstract. So I'm going to show you how to go ahead and do the first page of your actual paper. Look at the header here. Okay, no running head, but the title is still in capital letters. So I'm going to press enter until I get to my page 2. So go ahead and do this with me. Now we see that this is still running head. We want to delete that. We don't want the running head, and we want to input our page number. It's still top of page, plain number 3. Okay, and again, that might delete it. That's okay. We just have to go back in, and we have to type in sample APA paper in all caps. So let's go back up here. See, we have running head, sample APA paper, page 1. Now that we're on page 2, we just have sample APA paper in all caps, and we have the number 2. Now we're going to click into our body. We want to be centered on the very top line of the body, and we're going to type, just like in this sample APA paper, we are going to type the title, not in all caps, not underlined, not bolded, nothing like that. Okay, so sample APA paper. Then we can press enter. And what I want to show you now is how to get all of this to be double spaced and 0 points in between paragraphs. So I'm going to do Control A. So Control A selects everything. I'm going to go up here to paragraph to this little arrow. I'm going to go to 0. I'm going to go to spacing and put 0 before and 0 after. I'm going to do special. Let's do none, and line spacing double. So this is exactly how your paragraph settings should look. Okay. So now we can go back up. We're going to type our title. Press enter. Now we're double spaced. We're going to go back, press tab, and start typing your introductory paragraph. And remember, at the end of your introductory paragraph, you should finish with your thesis. So this is page 2, and now every other page after page 2 is going to automatically have your correct header and your correct page number at the top. So now let me show you how to do these in-text citations and start to show you how to do your reference list. So let's say that I'm going to cite something that I found in a journal article. So I'm going to say the statistics for heart disease is 1 in 100. Okay, I just totally made that up, but I'm just showing you that this might be something that you would put an in-text citation for. How do you do that? You put the author's last name, so let's say that that was Adams, comma, and then the year that they published that, followed by a period. You have to do it exactly like this. There is no period after the 100. There is a space here after that 100. So here is the parentheses, last name, comma, space. Okay, there's a space there. The year, 2002, parentheses, and period. You only need the page number if you are doing a direct quote. So if you were to do a direct quote of heart disease is da 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 da, then you would need to have in parentheses Adams, page 14, 2002. Okay, so you only need the page number if you're doing a direct quote. So that is in-text citations. And again, I cannot stress enough that this Purdue website has everything you need to know about in-text citations. So we go over here to the left, in-text citations, the basics, and we have examples here. So if you say the words according to Jones, then you put just the year in parentheses. However, if you are using it not doing according to, then you need to put Jones and the year. Now this is an older version. We no longer require the page number unless you are doing a direct quote. So those are in-text citations. General guidelines for in-text citations, you need about one per paragraph. If you are using one in-text citation for the whole paragraph, just use that at the end of the paragraph. But in general, one per paragraph. Anytime you are using some information that was not your own, any information that you did not previously know, you have to cite it. In-text citations are key when you are working with APA format. Now I'm going to start to show you the reference list. So I'm just going to press enter until I get to a new page. I'm going to go here to center, and the title of the reference page is simply references, not works cited. We're not doing MLA. In APA it is called references. So I go ahead and I press enter, go back to be left justified, and let's say that we're just doing a reference list with a single author. Okay, let me just go ahead and copy and paste this reference into my document. Alright, now notice this is perfect. We have author's last name, comma, and then first initial, middle initial, period, period, the year, period, and then notice the title. This Q is not capitalized, this S is not capitalized, this D is not capitalized. Nothing is underlined here. It's just the title. And then in italics, we have the journal name. This is the name of the journal that it appeared in. And we do see a capital D and a capital P and a capital S. Then comma, this is your volume number and your page numbers. And it tells you that right here. Okay, so all of this is on the OWL website. Please just use this. It is very, very easy to use and very, very helpful. Okay, so reference list, basic rules. This is all on the OWL site. Now, one last thing before I finish here, I just want to show you that with APA, you need to have a special indent, and that is called a hanging indent. So you go and you highlight it, and you do hanging. Secondly, when you do your list, when you're finished, you want to make sure that you have it in alphabetical format. So A would go before B. Okay, so this is your reference list. The last page of your paper is always your reference list. Your title page and your reference list do not count towards your overall page numbers, which for this paper is 3 to 4 pages. So just to summarize, I'm going to do another screencast for how to do research, but just to summarize, please use this sample APA paper that I put on Eagles Biology. Please use this Purdue Online Writing Lab that I put on Eagles Biology. Reread this most common APA mistakes. Okay, and here is, I've just added these. These are the 2 most common references you're going to use, which is a journal article and a quality website, and this is just the general format. Remember that you need to have that hanging indent. And remember in-text citations, about 1 per paragraph, but after every time that you say something that you didn't know before, you have to do an in-text citation. But if you're using the same in-text citation for the whole paragraph, you only need to use that once. And then just remember that your title page should look like this. Okay, so you've got your running head, sample APA paper, and your page number at the top.